What's up, everybody? I'm back. So today, I don't really there's not a ton of rhyme or reason behind this video, but it is something I guess I just want to talk about it, and I'm hoping you guys are okay with that. But I just really wanted to talk about this. Yeah, and then that is my blush collection. I love blush. I am a blush addict. It's something I don't know. It's just like a guilty, I don't know. I just love blush. I'm a blush girl through and through. I don't believe in blush blindness. But anyways, I'm back again. My cozy DeWalt hoodie. I love this hoodie. This is like my favorite hoodie of all time. This hoodie survived like Chicago, in like the dead of winter. So this is a fan. But yeah, I'm just gonna be like getting into my blushes today. I have some blush palettes, not a ton. I have more individual blushes, but these are my blush palettes. Just something cute, something fun. See? Okay. So, and then this is where I keep my individual blushes. So, and there will be lots and lots of tapping in this. Yeah, and then this is just my powder blushes, by the way. These are not like my creams or liquids or anything. This is just powder. Also, I know this is overconsumption. I know, um, I know it's gross, but I've honestly had a lot of these blushes for a very long time. So this is just something I've kind of been collecting for years. I know it's not the best, but yeah, it's not, I do not actively go out and purchase things like I used to at all. But this is just something that's accumulated over the years. And I do use these, and they do get well used. So yeah, just a little bit of a disclaimer for everybody. What should we do first? So many goodies to choose from. Let's start with this. Okay, and like I said, these products are all to this product. Like, this collection does not exist anymore. But this is the ColourPop Strawberry collection. When they were like back in 2019, they were releasing a collection like every single week. And a lot of the collections were kind of unthemed. But I bought this blush from the Strawberry collection because I was like, this is so cool. I don't have anything like it. But yeah, it's really pigmented, and that is a bright pink blush. Let me see if I can swatch. This is like super scary when you put it on with like a dense brush. I'm trying to like see my brushes. Let me swatch it for you first. Yeah. She's pigmented. She's very pigmented, but like this goes on better with a fluffier brush like this. Something super fluffy, super light, super. I just use this. This also looks. This brush is really pretty if you want to apply highlighter with it. I love this brush to like apply like a glowy, like glow from within, all over shine instead of a more dense brush like this. Like, I wouldn't recommend using a brush like this for that blush. If you're of a paler complexion as myself. And then that is in the shade, that blush, sorry. The blush is in the shade Shortcake. This one, okay, this brand. I know she's a terrible person. I know she is not great. I unfortunately love her makeup brand when she still had a makeup brand. I loved it. This, oh my god, you guys can see yourself. Hey guys. guys. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics blush in the shade Love Language. This is like a bright red blush. This complements my skin tone so well because I'm a super warm tone person. So when I wear this, it gives me like a glowing from within because it does have like that luminous. It gives me a very naturally flushed vibe, which I really like. I love this blush. The only downside is it is so pigmented and it's a loose blush, so it does get like everywhere and it's harder to control it versus with like a powder, like a pressed powder blush. But yeah, it is so pigmented. A little goes a long way. I'm obsessed. I'm a fan. Another oldie, but a goodie. This blush is still made. This is just a really pretty classic peach by MAC Cosmetics. Just something super pretty. I love it. And this is in the shade Peaches. Obviously, self-explanatory. This was my very first MAC blush, and it looks really well with my skin tone. It's just the older I get, the more I prefer a luminous blush. I'm really into like luminous cheeks and just like overall dewy face. Where when I bought that, I was really into matte. Also, I have a Bloom Shirley Temple Bloom. Refreshing. Okay. This is another guilty pleasure of mine. I love TJ Maxx makeup. Sue me. I think it's actually really good. The only downside is like you find something once and it's like a treasure. You will never find it again. So this blush, this is also really pigmented, but so I once again recommend glowing in with a looser brush like this. And this brush is actually by Essence. Yeah. I think it's like their loose highlighter brush or something like that. This is by the brand Tangerine. And it does not have a shade name. Hold on. Like, if you thought that ColourPop Strawberry Shortcake was intense, this is crazy. This is genuinely like the most intense blush I own. I'll just watch it for you guys. You guys gotta see this. Right next to my ColourPop blush. Right. Yeah, no. Once again, a loose brush, but it does look really pretty on the cheeks. You just gotta do it right, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, what a blast from the past. This is a Laura Geller blush. I'm kind of scared to open it because it's a little, oops. Okay, so it is a baked blush and part of the baked product came out. So it just looks like this. My sister gave this to me forever ago. My sister gave me this blush. It's in the shade Tropic Hues. Yeah, no, it's been a long time blush of mine. It was like my first like glowy blush. It's by Laura Geller. And it came with like, I'm pretty sure like a lip gloss, like it came in a little set and it came with like a lip gloss or something. Yeah, no, that was like the best Christmas. I still think that's the Christmas that my sister gave me that. That and like she also gave me like a Buxom eyeshadow palette. I was freaking out, dude. Okay. This next blush is by Ciate. Yeah, Ciate London. It's in the shade Marbled Light, and it's like part of their Halo blush collection. Maybe it's in the shade Halo and it's their Marble Light blush. I don't know. Once again, this product is old, but it's still a unique shade. Something I don't own, so I don't want to get rid of it because it still looks really pretty. Because it's like a mauve. It's a very like mauve-y, and then it has like some like pearlescent mixed in it. It's really pretty. I enjoy it quite a bit. Just a super light wash on the cheeks. And this blush, I do tend to go a little bit heavier handed on just because like it's not the most pigmented, so it can take it like you can like kind of like pack that shit on. It's perfect. It's perfect for my blush blindness, girlies. If you have blush blindness, this is your blush. Alright. This is by Physicians Formula. It's their strawberry jam blush. So it came with like a lot of really cute strawberry overlays on it, but that's not why I bought it. I liked it for the color underneath because it's a really pretty muted pink. So I tend to go a little bit heavier with this just because it's so pretty. But it's in the shade Strawberry Jam by Physicians Formula. But no, I think this is like a perfect like what this blush looks like on me is like somebody just gave me a compliment and I'm blushing. And I'm blushing when they gave me that compliment. That's what this blush feels like to me. That's what it looks like on my skin. So I really like this blush. I gotta start wearing this more. This video kind of inspired me to like get back in my grind. Get back in my strawberry jam grind. Alright. Okay, this blush is like actually like so dirty because it has eyeliner on it, it has eyelash glue on it, probably mascara. God knows what's going on here, but it's still tried and true blush. It is once again by ColourPop. It is like their peach collection that they came out back in like 2019, as you can see. The shade Frisky Business. And this is just a really pretty, like, let me see if I can open this one handed. Wow, what a pro moment. But it's just a really pretty, like, natural, like, peachy blush. It's a little bit more pastel than the MAC one. Yeah, the MAC one is a little bit brighter, so I like, okay, here's how, if I want to get really fancy with my makeup on certain days, I will go in with this, with a very loose brush, like this. I will go in with a brush like this, and I'll just go fucking ham. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, my bad. But I'll just go ham with this blush. And then when I want a little bit more concentrated, I'll take a denser brush, kind of like, this is a good example. It's really dense. This is technically a foundation brush, but I like it for my less pigmented blushes and stuff. I also like it for like really precise contour. But I'll go in with this brush and I'll just like really dense it where I want it. So if I want more color, so it creates like a really pretty gradient, to be honest with you. So that's what really like attracts me towards that. It's just like that really pretty gradient that it creates. And the colors complement each other really well. But then one thing I do like about this blush is it can be built up. So even if I wanted to go straight in with like a medium dense brush like this, I totally can. And it would still look really pretty. So you have a lot of options with that. That's why I tend to go for like lighter blushes that I can build up. I don't want to start off crazy. Okay, this is probably the most unique blush I own. I really enjoy this blush. so pretty. I don't have the best skin tone for it. It would definitely fit people with cooler skin tones better. But hey, you know what? It still works. This is by the brand Lorac, and the color is Panorama and has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's a satin blush. But this is a purple blush. This is Lilac. Yeah, and it's just, it's so gorgeous, and it kind of like, once it gets on your skin, it transforms into like a lighter pink, like a slight purple hue. I don't know. I like it when if I use like a purple, like eyeshadow or purple eyeliner. I like it because it kind of ties in the whole face with it as well. LOL, my mic died, so I had to switch out for my other one. Anyways, we're still in business though. Yeah, so this is so pretty. It really, with the certain eye looks, this will really tie in your makeup. A classic, an oldie but a goodie, MAC, or no, not MAC. I said that so confident too. I was so confident when anyways, ELF Cosmetics. This is in the shade Twinkle Pink. This was a dupe for NARS Orgasm. That one. You guys know what I'm saying. That one blush that NARS was really popular for, but this was that dupe for it. And once again, it's a warm tone, like golden undertone blush. Just really pretty with my skin tone. I really enjoy this. At times the shimmer is a little chunky for me. I'm not always the chunkiest glitter fan, but I can get behind it. Yeah, I do enjoy this blush. It's been a classic forever. So yeah, literally, I remember back in the early 2010s, all the beauty YouTubers were talking about my hair just kicked on. Whatever. I hope you guys can't hear it. But all the classic beauty YouTubers were talking about how much they loved that blush, and they were like, it's such a dupe for the NARS blush. I was like, okay, I'm 12 and I'm broke, so yeah, I'll buy the $3 ELF blush instead. And I like it. It served me well. Now I just mainly keep it for nostalgia's sake, to be honest with you. Okay, last of the single blushes. Yeah, last of the single blushes. Actually, just kidding. There's one more in here. This is an Ulta Beauty mineral blush in the shade Sunday Drive. I like it, so I bought this on clearance at Ulta. It was $3 when I bought it. And I bought it because it's super light, and so I was like, here's my vision. Use this as a blush base, and then really so use this an all-over wash, and then use my more pigmented blushes my Physicians Formula, or once again my MAC, or even my Laura Geller. Using those as a more concentrated, but this is a base. I really like it. I started to really enjoy using it that way. I was like, this. So yeah, that is definitely a blush that I gravitate towards quite a bit. Okay, this is the last of the single blushes, and then we'll get into palettes to finish it up. But Kylie Cosmetics in Pink Power. I bought this one baby pink blushes are all the rage. Just a really pink, classic baby pink blush. I really like it. It has quite a dent in it. Although the only thing I don't like about it is I have to go in honestly with that one, I have to go in with a dense brush like this because it's just not that pigmented. So that's the only downside to it. Yeah, that's the only downside this is once again like a really nice blush base, and then you get into like the more pigmented stuff. With that, I would probably pair it with like this tangerine. Honestly, like maybe even the Physicians Formula. I did it in the past with the Jaclyn Hill blush, and it came out really pretty. I was doing some experimentation, so yeah, no, I really like it with that. That combo is fire. Anyways, it's time for my palettes. I love a good blush palette. They're so easy to travel with. I think you get the most bang for your buck. I like trying different blushes. I like mixing my different blushes. And I think you can make most blush shades work. I think you just gotta play around a little bit. But this is, once again, another warm, peachy coral tone blush. This is by Alamar Cosmetics. It's showing up much more muted on camera, but in reality, this one shade is almost like damn near fluorescent. The only thing I don't like about this. Oh, also, this is by this company, Alamar Cosmetics, and they color it Blush Trio in medium tan. I am not medium tan. I have never been medium tan. This was sent to me in a BoxyCharm a few years ago. So, but no, I still use these. I still think they're pretty. I like them. They're just at times a little shimmery. Oops, my bad, y'all. My bad. Okay, this blush palette, once again, it's a TJ Maxx find. It's always a TJ Maxx find. I love this blush. I do not care. This palette is so cute. It's by Rude Cosmetics. It's their Blush Crush palette. Also, oh my gosh, I gotta show you the packaging because it looks like Candy Crush. It's so cute. It looks like Candy Crush. But no, I really like this one. There's so many different shades to choose from. They all have like different color families. The bottom row is super peachy. The middle row is like a very pink tone, and then that top row is super mauvey. So I really like it. I like how you can layer. I like how you can build, play around. I'm a fan, and that is by Rude Cosmetics Blush Crush. Match here. I really like the way that sounds. I really do. Okay, this is technically not a blush palette. It's more of a blush and bronzer duo. But honestly, the bronzer is so light and it kind of comes off as pink tone sometimes that I use them both as blush. I like to mix these together and use them both as blush. This is by the brand Wander Cosmetics Drip for Two in the shade Bellini and Costa Ray. Bellini and Costa Ray. Like, look how light that bronzer is. Like, that's a light bronzer. But I like these two to mix together. I don't get as much use out of it because I find that it's a little bit more of a basic palette, but it's still really nice for everyday wear. Okay. And then this is She Glam by Shein. The floral flush blush palette. This has some really unique shades in it. I'm not gonna lie. It has like a baby pink, like a really, really light pink, a bubblegum, a mauve, several mauves, like a red. Just really pretty. A lot of options here, all very pigmented. I like to play around with this. I have fun with this. They have an orange palette, but I don't know. I didn't have a lot of pink blushes at the time, and like I have plenty of corals and oranges, so I was like, let me try it out. Once again, Jaclyn Cosmetics. Once again, Jaclyn Cosmetics. I was devastated when her brand went out of business. I know she's terrible, but like her products were good. These blushes are all so pigmented. pigmented, and they're also pretty. I bought it really for this one right here. That is in the shade of Fantasy. There's Fantasy, French Kiss, Living Lavish, Admirer, Dainty, and Forever. Yeah, I got it for Fantasy and French Kiss are definitely the two that I use most, as well as Dainty, which is like that middle top one. Fantasy, French Kiss. Those are definitely my go-tos. So, yeah, this is the Rouge Romance. It was like her Versailles themed collection. Kind of odd when you think back on it now, but you know what? A good product came out of it. A good product that I now own. So, and I get a lot of use out of. And I also bought it at TJ Maxx, so I was not directly supporting her. Same with this other one. Once again, TJ Maxx. I'm not going directly to her website. But anyways, that was my little powder blush collection. I know this was not the best video, and I know it was kind of like all over the place, but I really appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to the end, especially, thank you. Let me know what you guys think.